What is going on, good people of YouTube? It is me, Chavez, back with another Prize Picks video. Today is Wednesday, February 8th, 2023. This will be our final look video where we narrow it down to 3 picks. We're doing 3 picks today, 3 of my favorite picks on the board. I'll share with you why I like these so much, and then from there, you can construct your lineups as you wish. If you want to run a power play or add these into your own research and do a 5 or 6 man flex, totally up to you how you want to build up your lineups there. But 3 picks for you. I really like these, and without further ado, let's just get on to it and head on over to the Houston-Sacramento game, where I want to talk a little bit about KJ Martin Jr. over on his 21.5 PRA. When you look at his 5-game log, he's hit this 4 out of 5 games, and that's pretty impressive. But you always want to dig a little deeper, so when you head on over to props.cash and you check out Kenyon Martin's game log on props.cash, if you start with his points, you see his points look very, very good over his last 10. He's hit this in 7 of 10. And specifically against Sacramento, he's hit this in 2 of his 3 games, 21 and 18. But I like his PRA just because, for me, PRA offers a bit more upside. When you look at the Sacramento game log, he's hit this in 2 of his last 3, 27 in those 2 that he's gone over, but just 10 in the 1 that he didn't. So it does bring his average down a little bit. Not worried about that at all. Over his last 10, PRA has been hit 7 of last 10 games, and over his last 5, you can see he's been hit 4 out of his last 5 games. But Kenyon Martin's just getting more playing time as of late. I mean, over his last 5 games, you can see that his minutes have increased well over 30. He had those 2 games in the middle versus Cleveland and Detroit where he didn't touch 30. But for the most part, on the season, he's giving you 30 plus. I really like this play. He's giving you double-digit shot attempts a game, and he's shooting at a high percentage. So he's not missing a whole lot, which is great. So Sacramento, he's no stranger to this team, to this game environment, and I like his PRA today over 21.5. Second play I want to talk about, we're going to head on over to the Boston Celtics and Philadelphia 76ers game, and surprisingly, I'm not going to roll with a Celtic for this video. I'm going to roll with Mr. Joel Embiid over his 14.5 rebounds and assists. Now, the reason I like this game so much, or the reason I like this play so much, is over his last 3 meetings with the Celtics, Embiid has averaged 18 rebounds and assists per meeting and 23 points over those last 3 games. And if you think that Robert Williams is going to make a difference or change, any of that, I thought about that a little bit too. And so I wanted to head on over to StatMuse and just pull up the game log between these 2 teams and show you something real quick. So in the last 3 meetings, Joel Embiid versus the Boston Celtics, he's faced Robert Williams, I believe, 1 time. But that was about a year ago. So it does give us an idea of what today could look like. But I want to go ahead and show you these stats, because Robert Williams didn't really deter Joel Embiid from doing a whole lot. Back on January 14, 2022, Joel Embiid and Robert Williams faced off. Robert Williams had a really good game. 31 minutes, 12 and 14. He had a block and he had an assist. So he stayed on the floor, didn't get into foul trouble, only drew 3 fouls. Joel Embiid, on the other hand, 32 minutes, 25, 13, and 6. So yeah, Robert Williams probably made things a little difficult for Joel Embiid. Looks like when Joel Embiid was on the court, Robert Williams was as well for most of that time. But still put up 25 and 13. Big double-double and 6 assists. That's 19 rebounds and assists right there. We only need 15 from him today, and I think he can get that done versus the Boston Celtics. Pretty important game for both teams. Kind of like one of those Eastern Conference, final showdown type environment, playoff atmosphere. So I'm looking forward to watching this game. All right, pick number 3, we're going to head on over to the Charlotte-Washington game, and we're going to take a look at Mr. Mason Plumlee over his assists at 3.5. Now, I will say that if Porzingis is out today, I like Plumlee over his rebounds as well. Maybe his rebounds and points, but for now, I'm looking at his assists, because in his last 3 games, Plumlee, or in his last 5 games, I should say, Plumlee has hit this 4 out of 5 games. and we go over to props.cash and pull up Mason Plumlee's assist over his last 10 games. I mean, you can see he's averaging 4 over his last 5 and 10 games. Had that one dud against Miami, but 4 games in a row of hitting basically 4+ assists. And the reason I say if Porzingis is out is I don't see any injury news on him down here, but he's also not listed for a prop here. None of the Wizards are at this point. So I'm curious as to like what's going on there. Maybe Beal's sitting out or Kuzma's going to sit out, so they're just waiting on that news before they drop props. But nonetheless, even with Porzingis in the lineup, I still like Plumlee over his assists. And just as we're talking, KJ Martin's PRA gets bumped up to 22. And you know what? I still like it here. And so for this, just to lock this in, I'm going to go ahead and put this in a $5 power play here before any of these get bumped up. And I'm just going to put that in right now because that's how good of a prop that was. Prizepicks had to bump it up. So yeah, those are my 3 plays for you today. Those are the 3 plays that I like the most on the board. And in that Houston Rockets game, you can also look to Eric Gordon over his PRA, Jalen Green over his 3-pointers made at 2.5, and also Keegan Murray over his 3-pointers made at 2.5. But these aren't all the plays I'm playing today. These are just the ones that I'm going to share with you in this video. Tons and tons of props on the board. Too many to go through in one video, honestly. So that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for stopping by the channel, checking this video out. Truly, truly appreciate it. Do me a favor, drop me a comment below letting me know who your favorite prop on the board is, who you have your eyes on, who have you locked in. Also, let me know what you think about these plays that I'm rolling with today. Do you like them? Do you hate them? Do you love them? Do you want to leave them? Either way, let me know in the comments below. And as always, thank you so much for the support, as this channel is now over 1,300 subs. Truly, truly appreciate it, everybody. Thank you once again. And until my next video, the early look video tomorrow morning, Chavez is